Hello, my name is Yvonne Menear, and I'm here to do a quick demonstration on how to get up and running in the new EQStitch program. You will double-click on the EQStitch icon that is on your desktop to open the EQ program. The tip of the day will come up, and we'll just close this for now. You are asked if you want to create a new project or open an existing. Let's create a new project and give it a name, and I'm going to name it Video Lesson 1 and click OK. Now that I've done this, the word Video Lesson 1 shows in the upper left hand corner of my screen. I now know that I am ready to make designs in this video lesson, and everything will be saved under this one heading. I want to work with the EQStitch program, so I'm going to select the Work on Stitching icon at the top of the screen. I want to draw a simple linear drawing that I can use as a quilting stitch in my hoop. I'm just going to leave the defaults set for the program right now, and I'll show you how to change them as we go along. I'm going to click on the oval tool. It's called an oval tool, but it's actually shaped like a heart. I'm going to click and hold till I get the fly out menu. On the fly out menu, I'm going to select the circle. I'm going to move the cursor over to the page, and I'm going to click and drag downwards and release, and then I'll have a circle drawn on my page. Now the default for the program is to draw it as a patch. I don't want a patch, I just want the outline, so I'll go up to the Properties toolbar and I will turn off the patch, so I have just a line now. Now I want to take this and I want to select it, so I'm going to use the pick tool, click on the pick tool, and it's now selected. I'm going to click on the Wreath Maker tool, and in that box I'm going to tell it I want to make 7 different segments, and I'm going to move the spacing a little bit lower down so it actually makes the segments overlap each other. I'll say OK. And now here's all my segments already created into a wreath. I want to make sure that they're centered on my page, so I go up to the toolbar and I click on Center icon, and it moves it to the center of the page. From here, I'm going to add it to my sketchbook to save it, so I can work with it in the future by pulling it back up. I'm now going to click on the Stitch tab at the bottom of the page, and you can see the default for the program is to fill all those circular patches and put a steel stitch or a zigzag or satin stitch around the outside edge. I want to change this. I don't want these features. So on the right hand side, I am going over to the Fill Stitch icon. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to change the fill pattern to No Fill. I'll move my cursor back over the page, click on each one of those segments, and it will now remove the stitches or set it as a no fill. I want to change that zigzag stitch outline, so I'm going to click on the Set Edge Stitch icon, and at the top of the toolbar you can see how it's got that steel stitch, or what I call a zigzag stitch, or what you may also call a satin stitch. That's the default. I'm going to change it now to a bean stitch, so I'm going to click on the bean stitch icon. Some of you may also call this a triple stitch. And as I go around and click on each of these circle segments, it will change that to a bean stitch like I wanted. I'm now going to save that into my sketchbook as also. Now I want to color my threads here, so I'm going to go to the Set Thread icon, and the red is selected, which is fine, and I'm going to color my threads. I don't want to have to color them one at a time, so what I'm going to do is click on the spray can at the top on the toolbar, and then I will move the cursor over one of the thread lines and click once. And you can see all of them have changed color at the same time. I am going to add that to my sketchbook now too. Now I'm ready to export this as a stitch file. So I go up to Stitching and drop down to Export Stitching File. The EMB folder is where this is saved by default on your computer. You may change that if you want. I'm just going to leave it set at the EMB folder. You will notice down here that it lists it as a FAF file. I have a Brother machine, so in the drop-down menu I am going to click on Brother, and you can see I already have some other files saved in the EMB folder. Now all I have to do is name this. So I am going to call this a video quilt stitch stencil, and then I'll click Save. Now the program is asking me, do I want to sort the thread colors? I've only used one color, so it's not necessary to sort anything, so I'm going to say no. And it tells me it's been written as a PES file to the EMB folder. I click OK, and I am ready